Hey everyone! In today's video I'm going to show you hairstyles for those mornings that you wake up way too late and you probably don't have time to shampoo your hair. So just hairstyles that will still look cute, will still make you look put together, but you can still kind of head out the door in about 5 minutes. So the first thing, if you really just don't have a lot of time and it's something somewhat casual, you can just obviously comb out your hair to make sure that it does, it doesn't look like you did just roll out of bed. But if you don't have time to wash it, then basically it's probably blown out already, straightened or curled or however you like to wear it. So the easiest go-to would be to wear a hat or a beanie depending on how the weather is and if your job or wherever you're going allows it. So style number 1, wear a hat. Okay, so if you have a little bit more time and you want to wear your hair down and you want to look a little bit more put together, dry shampoo. And I've said this before, but in order for dry shampoo to work, I found for me the best way to use it is right after you shampoo and you blow dry your hair. So right when it's clean. And the way that works is that it's actually preventing your hair from getting oily, not when your hair is already oily and then you're trying to kind of reverse that. That's when it becomes a little hard. So if you are good and you do remember, when you do blow out your hair, do put in some dry shampoo. Let's say if you didn't, the way you would do it is just by spraying a little bit at the part. And don't worry if it looks a little bit like dusty and powdery. Then lift up the second section and do a little bit of there and maybe just one more section under. And just kind of like let it set a little bit. And what after that is somewhat set, then you can kind of comb it out and just and brush it out. Now throughout the day, your hair will tend to kind of cling together a little bit more if your hair is a little bit greasy. So the best way to prevent that from happening is to do a little bit of teasing. So what I like to do is in the crown area back here, just teasing that a little bit. Hairspraying a little bit. Setting it with the cold can like that. Letting go and just kind of let it dry a little bit on its own. Another little trick if you don't have dry shampoo is also using hairspray. The bits of the alcohol and the soft mist that it comes out in, the alcohol actually ends up sucking and kind of drying out the oil in your hair. But of course, remember to just do it more just at the root and then kind of comb it through. So make sure that it is a flexible hairspray. So once this is set, I'm going to kind of fan it out and comb it through a little bit. And that will just ensure that it'll stay more that way instead of kind of clinging together and looking flat through the day, because obviously when hair becomes flat, it looks a lot greasier than it is even. So we obviously want to prevent that. And then a little bit of hairspray kind of all over. And I hate the very stiff kind of pageanty hair, so I always like to kind of run my brush through it so that it still looks really natural and flowy. And there you have look number 2 with just a little bit of dry shampoo so it looks like your hair was just freshly washed this morning. Another way, if you want to look a little bit more casual, but for the same hairstyle that I just showed you, if you want the bangs a little bit out of your a little bit out of the way, and also it hides your roots a little bit more, and that's just taking the front section of your hair, teasing that just a little bit. And then just bobby pinning that in place. You can spray a little bit of hairspray just to make sure that that stays in place, but it completely covers kind of like the root area of your hair, and because you've teased the back a little bit and added a little bit of dry shampoo or hairspray, so you have a hairstyle that will last you through the day and will look cute and put together. Now for look number 3, this is going to be a side braid. So this is like if you're going to be maybe doing something more outdoorsy, just so that your hair kind of like sticks together and kind of just stays in this style for the day. So I'm going to part my hair on this side and bring it over so we can do the braid on this side. So I want a pretty thick braid that is sort of a very loose kind of French braid style that starts pretty high up on the head and just loosely comes down, and all of my hair is braided to one side. So I'm just going to start braiding. Then once I've tied my hair down with a hairband, I want to spread it out a little bit because I want it to look loose and just kind of like a thick braid. So then again, you can spray that. And there you have this third look for the side cascading braid. Alright, and for look number 4, and probably the most used and most common go-to for when you don't know what to do with your hair, but I wanted to show you like a cute, kind of sophisticated way to do the ponytail. And this can be worn for work or wherever you're going, but it's definitely a well put together and you still look like you've spent some time on your hair. Alright, so I'm just going to part the hair a little bit on the side and bringing all that hair back. Making sure to leave some volume and extra hair on top. And then tying that in place. Make sure to tuck and pull a little bit there so that you have some height and volume at the top of your ponytail. And there you have a sophisticated ponytail that only takes a couple of minutes. So here are just some quick hair tips. Hope this helps so the next time your alarm clock doesn't ring or you just press snooze one too many times. Hope you try out these looks. Let me know which one was your favorite down below, and or if you have other go-to or other styles that you like to do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.